Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form. Today, we are going to be reviewing the Sonic movie 2020. Not to get confused with the Sonic OVA that came out in the 90s and was dubbed by AVD Films, but the new Paramount one that came out on Valentine's Day. Anyway, so, what did I think of this movie? I thought this movie was actually pretty good. They portrayed Sonic quite how he is in the game, and they actually gave him a bit more character depth. Granted, not that the games, aren't super depth in characters, but whatever. I mean, aside from the adventure games and Shadow the Hedgehog, and pretty much, everything before Colors, but yeah, whatever. But anyway, so the design for him is actually pretty well made, despite the original trailer design being all kind of shitty looking, and also Uncanny Valley. Anyway, the actual story is that Sonic is an alien from another dimension. Well, the Mobius dimension anyway, or just, the version of Green Hill Zone, not the Green Hill Zone, California in the movie. So anyway, Sonic escapes to Green Hills Zone, California after when his mentor slash parental substitute dies. Her name is Longclaw. Honestly, can't wait to see her in an actual Sonic game. Maybe have her be a canon foreigner, but no matter. Anyway, so he's in like the real world and shit, causing mischief, and having a good time and stuff until he kind of loses control over his powers and game. And here's the thing, I don't remember Sonic, using lightning abilities in his games, but whatever. I guess this version is a lot more of an adaptational badass. So there was a massive power outage, and the U.S. government is curious to know what the hell caused that. And then comes Dr. Gerald Robotnik, who is played by Jim Carrey, and I'll be honest, this has gotta be one of the most hammiest versions of the Doctor. I mean, he was already pretty hammy enough in that Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. And also in Sat AM. But wow, this is totally a whole new different level of hamminess. But to be fair, I kind of like Jim Carrey as Robotnik. In a so bad it's good type of vibe. So anyway, he's out to try to hunt Sonic and shit like that. But Sonic meets up with this other dude named Tom, and he helps Sonic go to the San Francisco to retrieve his rings, because he kind of lost his magic portal rings, which is kind of interesting that it's sort of based off of how in Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Media, how there's those giant rings that Sonic and Tails and Knuckles goes through to go to one of those special stages to get those damn Chaos Emeralds. So anyway, Sonic and Tom are on the run from Robotnik, trying to murder the shit out of them, and also the US government, because they actually supported Eggman, or this crazy ass bastard. So anyway, Sonic causes a whole bunch of hilarious shenanigans, causing a bar fight and doing a Quicksilver thing, how in the X-Men movies, how there's a slow-mo thing, Quicksilver going super fast with some music playing. It's actually quite a fun scene seeing Sonic do that. Hell, you even see him kind of do that in the trailer, or when they had Gangster's Paradise. Honestly, who the hell puts Gangster's Paradise in a Sonic movie trailer? It's a good song, but granted, it's not even fitting Hell, if it was a Shadow the Hedgehog movie, now if they have the like a Storm metal version, which is a pretty awesome cover for my movie trailer, that would actually fit. But whatever. One of the major problems I had with this film is that they didn't even bother using Crush 40. Come on. I mean, they had some tributes to some of the classic Sonic soundtrack, but they didn't even bother using any Crush 40 songs, not even a Live and Learn or Open Up Your Heart. And also another problem with this film is that why did it have to be live action? Now granted, the film itself isn't terrible. In fact, it's actually pretty good. Not a Again, like I said before, not a Grammy winning, but still good. But still, if this was a proper Sonic movie, or if I was directing it, wouldn't it have been in, animated or, completely 3D? Now I get it, they wanted to try to do like the Detective Pikachu route, but Sonic did not need to go through that. But, oh well, it works, and the human characters aren't too bad. Tom and like his girlfriend, Madeline, I mean, they were alright. Honestly, you might as well call Tom Chris Thorndyke, and might as well call Madeline freaking, Elise, but whatever. I guess people didn't really like those characters, which, honestly, the freaking Chris Thorndyke, he doesn't really deserve all that much hate anyway. And Elise, well, yeah. And also the final battle between Sonic and Robotnik was actually quite epic. Hell, he didn't even go supersonic, but he used his like lightning abilities, which was pretty epic. And how he managed to knock Eggman into like one of those portal rings that Tom managed to use, which was kind of an awesome scene, regardless. And, well, and you think that would have killed Robotnik, but no. Don't worry, he'll come back. And besides, they are advertising a sequel, and also, spoiler alerts, freaking Tails is going to be in the sequel post-credit scene. Another thing that really bothered me was that, okay, so they were able to get the voice actress from the games to play Tails. However, they weren't able to get Roger Craig Smith to play Sonic. Now granted, Ben Schwartz was still a good Sonic, but personally, it would have made more sense if they had, Roger Craig Smith. Or hell, they could have gotten freaking like Ryan Drummond or Jason Griffith, but whatever. I mean, Ben Schwartz is pretty good, and all I have to say is he plays the damn good best Sonic ever. And yeah, other than that, the film is pretty well done, pretty good, pretty awesome scenes, and also I like how when they redesigned Sonic and in the actual movie, it feels like he's actually there and doesn't just feel like a CG, item or CG character that doesn't really feel like it fits in. It actually, feels like he actually is in the freaking, film. Unlike, most attempts at adding a CG character whenever it comes off as Uncanny Valley, or they make it feel like they're not even there. And yeah. And also, did you know that this film actually used some practical effects? Yeah, I know that the film mostly used CG, but for some of the scenes they used like, actual practical stuff, like in some places where Sonic is sitting or standing, they would use the CG, but they would place like a model right there, just for reference to see where he's at. No, seriously, there's actually a video on that, And the Eggmobile, that's an, yeah, sure, in scenes it is kind of feels like it's, green screened or pretty well, I might add, or freaking, CG'd in, but the actual carrier itself, that's actually, a pretty good prop. And wasn't just, him sitting on like a CG thing, so. But yeah, what would I to give this movie as a score? I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. At best. At worst, a 7.5 out of 10. Overall, it's probably would be a 8.25 out of 10 overall. So if you enjoy the freaking Sonic series, and also if you want to enjoy a fun film for the kids and family, I say check this out. You're not gonna It's not gonna be the next Citizen Kane, but as far as video game movie adaptations are concerned, this is actually one of the better examples, along with Detective Pikachu and the first Mortal Kombat movie. And there was also a Phoenix Wright movie and, a Street Fighter animated movie that was made in Japan, which was pretty kicked a lot of ass. And also, other stuff, but most of the time, video game movies tend to really suck, or at least are really mediocre. Surprisingly, Hollywood seems to actually been giving a shit about adaptations, especially when it comes to like video games or animes, like last year's Battle Angel Alita, which was an awesome film, by the way, which I would totally recommend anyone to watch, as well as watch the OVA and check out the manga. Anyway, this is Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form and reviewer. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all soon. Peace.